Malacañang on Friday slams ousted Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno for calling on President Rodrigo Duterte to resign and alleging he was behind her ouster. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says Sereno has no one but herself to blame for her removal as Chief Justice. Roque says, quote, ex-CJ Sereno should closely look at the mirror to see who is behind the Supreme Court ruling. She herself violated the Constitution by not filing her SAL-N, and she herself managed to alienate her own colleagues at the High Court. He adds, quote, the President has not violated the Constitution and unlike the former Chief Justice, PRRD enjoys high satisfaction, approval, performance, and trust ratings from the Filipino people. Sereno on Thursday said Duterte was behind her ouster as Chief Justice, citing the President's previous pronouncements branding her as his enemy and urging Congress to fast-track her impeachment. But Duterte repeatedly denies any involvement in Sereno's case. The President on Wednesday said he will resign if proven otherwise. In response, Sereno said, quote, he said yesterday it isn't true that he will resign. How many times have we heard from him that he would resign? It came from his mouth, the admission that he initiated and pushed for my ouster. In that case, Mr. President, resign. Senate Majority Leader Tito Sotto on Friday vows to protect the Senate from attacks and unfair criticism if his colleagues choose him as their next leader. Sotto makes the statement when asked what he can promise other senators if he's elected Senate President, following moves to change the Senate leadership currently under Senate President Coco Pimentel. On Thursday, 14 senators signed a manifesto of support for Sotto's Senate presidency. Sotto says, quote, I will not allow it to be degraded, trampled, attacked, or unfairly criticized without responding fairly or violently if necessary. Among the signatories are Senator Nancy Binay and Senator J.V. Ejercito, who says Sotto can ably defend the Senate from attacks. They say Pimentel was unable to defend the Senate as an institution when it was attacked by his PDP Laban party mate, Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez. In January, Alvarez insisted on convening a constituent assembly where congressional representatives and nationally elected senators would have a joint vote on charter change. Senators are opposed to a joint vote which will dilute the voice of the Senate in the Constituent Assembly. Ejercito says, quote, I have to be honest with you. Many got hurt when the Senate was under attack by the Speaker. I guess many felt that the Senate should have been defended as an institution. Binay, for her part, says, quote, the group reached a consensus that he should have spoken out more not to defend us personally, but to defend the institution as a co-equal branch. Binay adds the Senate would become more neutral, more focused on its work if the sitting Senate President is not a re-electionist. Pimentel will run again in 2019. Solicitor General Jose Calida may be facing a disbarment case over an alleged affair and a conflict of interest with his family-owned security agency. Jocelyn Acosta of the Liberal Party allied group The Silent Majority is at the office of the Solicitor General Friday to publicly demand from Calida copies of his statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth to check whether he divested from the family-owned security firm. Acosta says Vigilant Investigative and Security Agency or VISAI has contracts with at least 4 government agencies. Acosta has also accused Calida of having an affair with an OSG intern. This accusation was contained in a graft and malversation complaint that Acosta earlier filed against Calida before the Office of the Ombudsman. Acosta says disbarment is definitely an option against Calida. The Integrated Bar of the Philippines and the Supreme Court have disbarred lawyers before for having extramarital affairs. Dozens of designer handbags stuffed with cash and jewelry are seized during Malaysian police raids on luxury properties linked to ex-Prime Minister Najib Razak Friday. Malaysian police say they haven't been able to estimate the value of the Hermes, Birkin, and Louis Vuitton bags because of sheer volume. 72 of the bags are filled with large amounts of various currencies, including Malaysian ringgit, US dollars, watches, and jewelry. Najib last week seemed to be cruising towards an election victory before a stunning upset by Mahathir Mohamad. The raids were prompted by a probe into the wealth of the former Prime Minister, his family, and cronies. Najib is accused of looting billions from a state investment fund he founded. The tightly guarded secret of Hollywood actress Meghan Markle's wedding dress will finally be revealed when she walks down the aisle to marry Prince Harry Saturday. London has been buzzing for weeks with rumors about who will design Markle's dress. Burberry, Ralph & Russo, Stella McCartney, Erdem, Alexander McQueen, Antonio Berardi, and Roland Mouret are all being mentioned. Anticipation has reached levels not seen since the 2011 wedding of Harry's brother Prince William and Catherine Middleton. Catherine wore a white and ivory satin gown designed by Sarah Burton from the Alexander McQueen fashion house, 100% British creation. Markle may also opt for a dress from the United Kingdom to curry favor with the public and to boost Britain's fashion industry.